This week in Jamaica Now, Minister's Market meddle. The local government minister says Richard Azan was wrong to get involved in shop rental at Spaldings Market. Police raise threat level after another cop is killed. Daylight robbery at Swiss stores in downtown Kingston. And public health doctors back on the job after sick-out. The details of these and other stories coming up after the break.
In today's school, you have dunce teachers, lazy and dunce children, the end product of which is criminal minds for the most part.
I'm Heather Cummings and this is Jamaica Now. Former Mayor of Maypen, Milton Brown, wants the Auditor General and the police to conduct a probe into the Spaldings Market affair. The State Minister of Transport and Works, Richard Azan, is under fire for authorizing the construction of several shops at the recently refurbished market. It was revealed that rent for the shops were being paid at the constituency office of Northwest Clarendon Member of Parliament, Richard Azan. The contractor said he was acting on instructions from Mr. Azan. Responding to questions at Wednesday's sitting of Parliament's Standing Finance Committee, Local Government Minister Noel Arscott said the State Minister was wrong to have gotten involved in construction of the shops. He also said the matter is being investigated. And a day earlier, the National Security Minister Peter Bunting left the Standing Finance Committee meeting on learning that his mother had died. Leader of Government Business Philip Paulwell expressed condolences to Mr. Bunting and his family. Still in Parliament, the Social Security Minister Derek Callier says the National Insurance Fund has lost over $8 billion in assets because of its participation in the government's National Debt Exchange. The disclosure was made by Mr. Callier as he responded to questions. And there was a vibrant exchange between Education Minister Ronald Thwaites and his opposition counterpart, Marissa Dalrymple-Philibert, over the $76.2 billion allocation to education. Mrs. Dalrymple-Philibert raised concerns about the cut in the education budget, saying it would affect the sector. But Mr. Thwaites insisted that the ministry will find creative ways to make the best use of its resources. Normality returned to the health sector this week following industrial action by some doctors. The doctors had staged a sick-out to protest the delays in their reclassification, outstanding allowances and pension payments. The action forced the Health Ministry to activate its emergency operation mechanism. As a result, most hospitals were only offering emergency services. Outpatient appointments and elective surgeries were being rescheduled. But following a meeting with government officials, the doctors decided to end their protest.
We expect some backlog. Certainly from the clinic's point of view, there will be a backlog. And we will be working just as hard as we were before, doing extra hours as we were doing before, and getting the work done.
The police this week raised their threat level to extreme following the murder of a detective sergeant. Detective Sergeant Courtney Simpson was reportedly ambushed by gunmen as he entered his home in Harborview, Kingston 17 on Monday night. The killing has been condemned by the Minister of National Security Peter Bunting and Commissioner of Police Owen Ellington. According to the Commissioner, attacks on past and serving police personnel are becoming too frequent. He urged investigators to pursue the matter with determination and focused attention. Police investigators are probing a robbery at the Swiss stores in downtown Kingston on Wednesday. The robbers made off with 16 Rolex watches and other items of jewelry. Ueli Bangerter, managing director of Swiss stores, declined to divulge the value of the items that were taken, but called the incident minor, stressing that they were insured. However, the police indicated that the loot is worth approximately $7 million. Mr. Bangerter said the robbers posed as customers. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune into Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Heather Cummings. And as we go, we bring you images of the late founder of the Jamaican folk singers, Dr. Olive Lewin, who died on Wednesday.